Yo, yo, what is up, guys? What is up? Can you guys hear me? All right, let me just post on X that we are live trading. Now. Okay, let's go over to our channel. All right. Let's see what's going on here. All right. So, first things first, guys. Look how we perfectly touched the 50% level that I talked about for the last, like, 2 weeks. Maybe week and a half. Right? Where did that level come from? Well, I drew it out here, but it is the 50% retracement of this entire down leg, right? So every time I start a live stream, I start with this, right? Now, one thing that we have yet to touch is this significant sell side, which we almost always rebalance the sell side. We have equal highs above here and this 50% retracement of the 4-hour leg. So those are my final targets. That is where I'm going to take off a majority of my QQQ long swing. But yeah. Bob, what is up, brother? Good morning. I'm glad to see you. You are probably my most consistent viewer so far of the very few that join. What else can we look at here? Tesla. Ooh, Tesla's having quite a sell-off today. It was up at like 208 at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, Tesla was up at like 210. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Quite a change for sure. I have some 205 puts that are right now balancing in and out of the money, obviously, because we're testing and retesting 205. Those close in, I think, 9 days. So we should get some decent premiums out of that. If not, I'm happy to own Tesla at 205. I'll add more shares there. Another position that's doing really well right now is Shopify. And then I did add a bunch of SOXL when we had that huge dip the other day. Let me just chat back to Bob. Morning, Bob. So I added a bunch of SOXL when we had the whole Japan carry trade scare, and that went crazy. Like within maybe 4 days, we were up 30% of the position. So I couldn't help but take profits on that. If you add for a long-term position and within 4 days you're up 30%, do you guys understand? Like people make like they don't think that's a big deal, but 30% on a position is an unbelievable amount. Like that's unheard of. For someone to make 30% in 4 days, people make 10%, 7 to 10% in the stock market a year. So like you have to be grateful when you have these types of trades in front of you. Like it's that simple, right? But we're definitely having a sell-off on that. It's amazing how the algorithm just works perfectly. It rejected from this 50% level. It's crazy, just crazy how that works. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I will expect for the rest of today, to be honest. I mean, I want to be bullish, but the fact that we took out this high time frame 50% leg tells me that we might spool into an intermediate sell model to rebalance some of this area before continuing higher. Right? if we move on to the 1 minute chart here, just want to see if there's anything significant. Yeah, I don't like anything here. I mean, again, this literally happens every single time we have 8:30 news. Data wick setup, right? So I'm going to... Okay, actually, let me record this quick. This part. So, guys, this happens every single time we have red folder news at 8:30. Pay attention to this. 8:30 news, right here. We have a data candle that creates a crazy wick to the upside and the downside. In this case, we came back and we rebalanced about 50% of the wick. And this was also the bottom of a 4-hour fair value gap. And we came up with momentum and closed above this IFEG. Or this FEG, turning it into an IFEG. So now it's inverted. We come back and you could have added your position right here on the close. Or if you're a little bit more risk averse, you could have added back on a pullback, right? So let's just say right here, take profit at the internal high, stop loss as a close back below the IFEG. This is like almost a 5 to 1 RR trade. And look at that, boom, 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 boom. And at market open, we hit the internal high. We hit the data wick candle high, and it's just magical. So this setup happens time and time again.